Alex. Welcome to Coffee with Zebra. Would you like to introduce yourself to our audience?
Hello, I'm Alex. I'm the founder and head of Intellify. So Intellify is Singapore's very first AI unmanned solutions provider.
How can AI be used to enhance asset tracking and management systems? Perhaps you can provide specific examples of how AI solutions have improved operational efficiency.
Okay, Joel, thanks for the question. I would say that AI is quite magical because it has really enhanced the asset tracking and management system by bringing in different automation as well as real-time visibility. And further to that, the predictive capability that was previously not possible with human labor now is finally possible. And in fact, right, we do see that AI can now integrate with different technologies, including RFID, IoT sensors, and even GPS, that allow companies to track the very precise location of their assets and to monitor their existing asset condition, as well as how it's being used by their employees. So this level of insights, right, is very, very helpful to business owners or even the management to make very informed decisions using the data, and thereafter you could help the efficiency of the operations. One example that we could see very obvious, right, through the implementation of AI is the asset tracking. Because now with AI, you no longer have to spend time hunting for the different assets all around your premise. And this could really lead to very high productivity gains. And in the past, human labor is used to do manual asset logging, but now AI would help you do the job, which is less likely prone to error, is accurate, and very up to date in terms of the information availability. And of course, because now misplaced assets are lower or lesser, the cost of replacement, unnecessary reordering is also resolved. And last but not least, with AI, it also holds the asset users accountable. So everyone tend to become more responsible and take better care of the assets, which is beneficial to the company. In the long run, not only save time, but money as well.
Thanks, Alex. It's very informative. So the second questions I have is how can AI be used to help with inventory management and reordering? Any specific success stories that you know of? Perhaps you could share with the audience.
Predictive analytics, right, is one of the most impactful applications of AI when it comes to inventory management. And because it analyzes past data, your customers' trend, as well as market fluctuation or even market demand, AI can actually forecast demand to ensure that your stock level is very well balanced or optimized. So what I mean by balance is it prevents overstocking where your cash flow is being stuck. At the same time, it prevents out of stock issue or event where it is a loss to your top line revenue. So with this, it helps the company to improve the profitability as well as customer satisfaction because they get to order or purchase what they need. So in fact, right, one of the projects that we worked on was to help a retailer automate their reordering function. So the technology itself can identify the pattern and trigger automatic restocking orders before the shelf goes out of stock or run empty. And it also helps to adjust the safety stock level based on the season demand, whether it's a spike or there's a plunge. And it also takes into account factors such as the lead time for suppliers to send the stock to the destination. So this new automated function of purchasing through the help of AI actually help the retailer to reduce the hours by approximately about 30% while increasing the overall accuracy level. So I would say that even during very unpredictable events like disruption in supply chain, the AI can also offer alternative supplier or recommend stock adjustment so that your business can continue to operate smoothly. So I think this ability to forecast and adjust in terms of real time, right, has really helped the inventory management to again become more proactive approach with a strategic view in mind as compared to a reactive approach in the past.
I have another third questions that I would like to understand a little bit more. Given the importance of data security and privacy, especially in the context of enterprise asset intelligence, how secure and compliant with industry standards and regulations are AI-driven solutions today?
Thanks, Joel. You're right. Data security is a very big topic, and especially now where generative AI, is developing so rapidly, regulations are actually trying to play a catch-up game. So data security is a very critical concern, especially when it comes to AI-driven system, which largely depends on huge volume of data. So the challenge for AI, right, in terms of application is not only processing the data, but to make sure that the privacy of the data or information, especially sensitive ones, remains in check. Most of the AI systems today, right, are actually built with pretty strong security framework, including the encryption, strict access control, and most of them do meet the requirements, regulatory requirements such as GDPR, CCPA, or even industry-specific regulations. Example, HIPAA in healthcare. And one of the goal is to leverage on AI to provide valuable insights and other benefits. I think over the world, not only the government, public sector, or even large enterprises, everyone is actually putting in effort to make sure that sensitive data are not compromised. One of the very exciting developments, I would say, right, that what we see is a federated learning model where AI system learns to decentralize the data source without the need to centralize all the sensitive data together. And this actually makes the data, both sensitive and non-sensitive, but in general as a whole, right, a lot more secure.
So, in your opinion, are AI solutions scalable and customizable to meet the specific requirements of different industries? For example, retail industry and other verticals.
Yes, Joel. Actually, one of the most important aspect of AI technology is scalability and as well as how it adapts to the different use case or problem statement. So the core algorithm and models right now, including like different GPTs, they can be tailored quite differently for different sectors, whether is it in retail, healthcare, logistics, manufacturing, big organization or small organization. So one example in the retail, right, for us at Intellify, where we provide AI unmanned solutions, retailers can operate their retail store or brick and mortar store 24 hours every single day with little to no human intervention. And in addition to that, I think due to the global pandemic for the past couple of years, the customer's expectation in terms of the shopping experience has changed drastically. So at the moment, in Singapore as well as other countries, we are also working with clients to deploy AI agents, or you can call them as digital human or digital avatar, where customers could interact with them very naturally, just like us having a coffee chat now. And yet they can obtain very consistent information of the product or how to use it, what are the ingredients, etc. AI itself can also be used to enhance the customer experience through different personalization and improving the stock management. Stock management is a key component for customers' experience because stock availability is very, very important. Then further to that, in terms of logistics, right, we do see that the core focus have shifted to optimizing the supply chain and improving, again, like what we chat earlier, the asset utilization. For healthcare wise, we can see that AI supports different patient data management, operation efficiency, diagnostic processes, and even management of the consumables because overconsumption is actually not a sustainable model. Um, in a whole, right, especially generative AI, we can see that the development is going at an extremely rapid pace. Each problem statement has very unique challenges, and therefore we need to use AI models to adapt to this and gain relevant insights to solve the pain point of the different businesses.
Thanks, Alex. What are some of the emerging trends and innovations related to AI that you believe will have the most significant impact on enterprise asset intelligence, perhaps in the next 5 to 10 years? And what must business do to stay ahead of these trends to remain competitive?
If we look at the news every day, right, there are different new technologies that is suddenly becoming an emerging trend. So hopefully whatever I share today will not be dated tomorrow. But looking ahead, I do notice several trends that AI probably will have very huge impact on enterprise asset intelligence. So first of all would be the AI-driven predictive maintenance. Um, in the past, right, again, it's a very reactive approach. If there is no specific scheduling of maintenance, right, maintenance will only take place when equipment fails, and this is extremely costly to businesses. So to avoid such kind of costly downtime, AI can actually predict based on the usage, the method of using, and suggest or advise when will be a good preventive maintenance required and which part of it would be required. So it's more precise in terms of the maintenance itself. Another major trend that I would see, right, would be end of the day, everyone at work, right, will probably have a digital buddy that is very interactive. And it is as such that you are talking to a friend or colleague. So this digital buddy, right, works on multiple roles. Can be your personal assistant reminding you that, hey, you have a meeting in 15 minutes and you have to prepare this, and this. Or it could also be like your mentor, where you seek advice or brainstorm together on different projects, for example. And these advices given to you through the digital body is usually, or I won't say usually, it is based on data itself. So me as a employee or me as a decision owner, I can make decisions a lot faster because these decisions suggested by the digital body is mainly through the consolidation of different data. Another trend that we do see, right, is AI robotics. AI and robotics. We believe that this is going to continue its advancement because now when we talk about robotics into the warehousing, for example, it's extremely expensive. And to do an integration or a retrofitting to existing warehouses almost impossible due to the infrastructure requirement. But I think all this, due to the advancement, a lot of changes will be seen to make it more sustainable as a business grow. One of the key issues in order for businesses to stay competitive in consideration how fast technology, especially AI, is advancing, is actually to develop the literacy of the entire organization, from the frontline staff all the way to senior management or senior leadership. I think the biggest challenge right now, right, is actually to get the entire workforce or the entire organization to buy in the use and adoption of technology. So once this mental barrier of the workforce is being broken down, where they become a lot more receptive, just like how we transit from phones with button to a touch screen, then we can really benefit as a whole from the technology implementation, where we see the fruits of labor in a very prominent and speedy way.
I have another last questions for you. Zebra recently announced its collaborations with Google Cloud, Android, and Qualcomm to help enterprise deliver transformative customers experience along with improved employee productivities and insights powered by Gen AI. So how do you envision such a collaborations to transform the day-to-day operations and decision-making process for frontline employees in various sectors? And what specific outcomes do you anticipate for businesses that adopt this technology?
To be honest, when I saw this news, I was very intrigued because this would really change the entire or have a huge impact in terms of the industry itself. So the collaboration between Zebra, Google Cloud, Android, and Qualcomm, right, it shows a major leap forward in terms of bringing how AI-driven insights directly to the frontline employees. And something that's very exciting is that this platform, right, actually allow each every employee to access real-time data, different analytics, and also to automate the very repetitive tasks that they have been doing all along. And this allow them to focus a lot more on the higher value activities moving forward. And for the frontline workers, right, regardless of the industry, whether is it in retail, healthcare, logistics, having immediate access to such kind of AI generated insights really drastically improve productivity and the service delivery standards. Because whether is it helping customers find different products, offer different recommendations, even optimizing the logistic routing. So this AI itself really empower employees, right, to make decisions on the go, which is very critical in this very fast-moving dynamic industries. So the outcome for businesses, right, I would say it's in two folds. First would be the very big breakthrough in operational efficiency, and the second one would be customers' experience definitely being enhanced. And this technology itself has become very prevalent, and I believe that businesses which decide to adopt them early, right, will find themselves uh, improving their internal processes really so much more and a lot faster, and they will definitely gain a very significant competitive advantage over their competitors. Yeah.
Thanks, Alex, for the time today. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Joel. Thanks for inviting me to the show. It was really a fun chat over here. I hope to see you in person and see you real soon.
Hope to see you in person really soon.